Hosted by you/concerned dad 2823. So, our family has this big barbecue cookout once every 2 months. People take turns deciding whose house it is going to be next, and this time, it is at our house. These events are really big in our family, almost like a festival, so everyone close to us will come. Recently, my daughter, who is 13 years old, seemed really upset and tried to postpone or avoid it altogether. This is odd because she loves these family cookouts. She wouldn't tell me the reason until she finally did. She said she is not comfortable with her Uncle Frank, my brother. I asked her why she felt that way, and she said he gives her weird vibes. Some things he does really make her uncomfortable, hugging her tightly, holding her waist gently, always finding excuses to be near her, and she claims she caught him looking at her chest. He also makes comments like, "You are going to be a heartbreaker, you are turning into a really beautiful woman, and, you are really mature for your age." At the last cookout, he asked her if she has ever kissed anyone before. When she was shy, he told her, "Don't worry, I won't tell anyone, it will be our secret." I asked her if she would be comfortable if we did not invite him, and she agreed to that. I did just that. I only invited my mom, my dad, my younger brother, and my sister. Frank knew that I didn't invite him, and I explained what my daughter had told me. Frank took offense and said my daughter was lying. He even claimed that she was the one who always came onto him. I told him that I cannot have him around her. I'm sorry, but I have to respect my daughter's boundaries. The whole family is now divided, but most of them took Frank's side. They think my daughter is just lying for attention. I can tell she is not lying because I heard her crying, thinking her family hates her. I told her that is not the case and not to blame herself. My brother said that since Frank hasn't done anything, it would be unfair to uninvite him because what he said was just words. He suggested just telling my daughter to stay away from him if he makes her uncomfortable. The only person on my side is my wife. She is sure Frank is showcasing predatory behavior towards our daughter. She was groomed when she was a teenager and says this is exactly how it starts. I don't know. I do want my daughter to feel safe. Frank has never shown any type of predatory behavior. In fact, I have heard him say many times that people who prey on children should be unalived at the first chance. He is overprotective of his own daughter. But on the other hand, I cannot ignore my daughter's feelings. Did I do something wrong here? Commenter. Your 13-year-old came on to me as about the biggest red flag in the world. You are being good parents, and if your family takes his side, they deserve to be cut off. Who the hell could actually utter that phrase anyway? A predator. No one else has ever said a kid was hitting on them in defense of smarmy comments. Plus, with the penalty of being accused of being a predator, why would you risk it and argue for continued invites? If nothing really happened, he'd say, "WTF, I'm going to stay away from your house until you get to the bottom of this because I'm not down for being labeled a PDF file and going to jail." I really think you should seek counseling for your daughter as those are serious accusations. You'd never say, but she came on to me first. Update 1. This isn't much of an update to my last post, but there was a big fight. I can't share all the details, but one thing is clear, my brother Frank will not be near my daughter. My daughter is very upset because of the fight. Some people are still calling her a liar and an attention seeker, but I can see how it is affecting her mental health. So, I have decided to cancel the cookout. Instead, my wife, my son, my daughter, and I will go to a Korean barbecue. I hope this can cheer her up. I will provide a full update about the whole situation later on. Take care. Update 2. Okay, it has been a hectic few days for us. Yes, I did take my daughter out for Korean barbecue. She enjoyed it, though she might have gotten a little sick because she thinks she can handle spice. But she was happy nonetheless. Well, the talk with my family didn't go so well. They were all defending my brother. They think either my daughter is lying or trying to frame Frank because she is at the rebellious teenage age. I don't see why she would lie. She has no bad blood with my brother, and she always said Frank was her favorite uncle. She has no reason to lie. I didn't listen to them. I canceled the cookout and told them that anyone who calls my daughter a liar or any bad name will never be invited into our lives. I said this especially to my parents. They believed me but still tried to defend my brother. Lastly, I talked to Frank in public. He denied everything and insisted my daughter was lying and that she admitted to having a crush on him. I do not believe that. I told him not to come to our house. If he wants to meet or talk to me, we will go to a public place, but he is never to be seen around my daughter. My younger brother has been quiet because his fiancée berated him for taking Frank's side. She works with a non-governmental organization that helps women who are suffering from abuse and assault. She came to our house, had a little chat, and explained things to my daughter, reassuring her that this is not her fault. I am glad my brother picked the right partner. My daughter has been sad. She loved the cookouts and BBQs, and now we might never attend because Frank might be there. She cries and thinks this is her fault. She even said she would apologize to Frank and take back what she said just to be done with it because she doesn't want people to think she is a bad person. It honestly made me sad that she thinks like that. It is not her fault. She shouldn't apologize for something like this. She is still very disappointed. We will arrange therapy for her. I don't want to lose my cheerful daughter over this. Frank's girlfriend did call me to curse us out, by the way, and she is blocked. That's it. I am going to focus on my family from now on. I don't need people who blame my daughter instead of the culprit in my life. Update 3. Sorry I haven't updated in a while. These past few months have been very hectic and depressing for us and our whole family. First of all, my daughter is not doing very well. I took her to a therapist, and she finally opened up about everything. I am ashamed to say I failed as a father. First of all, I just want to make it clear that my brother Frank did not have any intercourse with my daughter, but what he did was no less disgusting. My daughter said that my brother and she became very close. She would often share things with him, including the fact that she had a crush on him. To which he told her that if she wasn't his niece, he would definitely ask her out. I do understand where my daughter is coming from. She is just a child. She doesn't know any better, but shouldn't my brother be her guide? They exchanged messages, and in one, he asked her to show him her new bra. There were many messages, and it was clear he was testing my daughter's boundaries. The straw that broke the camel's back was a few days before I made my first post. She went to visit him, and he somehow lured her into the bathroom and asked her to touch his thing. She ran from there and has been in panic mode ever since. Needless to say, my daughter is a mess because she thinks this is all her fault. She confessed that she had a crush on him, and he took it too far. My wife and I always reassured her that she did nothing wrong. My own brother is a PDF file. I couldn't control myself and went to his house. We got into a fight, and the police were called. I spent the night in jail. I filed charges against him, and the police are still investigating. They did find child material on my brother's old computer, but he denies ever having them. He still claims his account got hacked and that my daughter is lying because she admitted she had a crush on him and he turned her down. That's why she is making it all up. I swear to God, I would have sent him to the afterlife that night if his girlfriend hadn't intervened. As for my parents, it was disappointing because they are taking my brother's side. They claim that bringing the police into this will only bring shame and that he will lose his daughter. Like, what the hell? I tried reasoning with them, but it is no use. I blocked them and I'm just focusing on my daughter. One more thing, I did inform Frank's ex, his daughter's mother. She has taken her in and will be fighting for full custody. My younger brother is the only one actively supporting us through all of this. I don't think I need those people in my life who would rather support a child predator. I am not okay. I also joined therapy because this has been too much for me. I can't imagine what my daughter is going through. I mean, Frank literally played with her when she was a kid. He was there in the hospital when she was born. How could he do this to his own niece? Lastly, I am thinking about moving from here. This all has been a really bad memory for us.